There's no doubt that the assassination of Franz Ferdinand caused the World War I because it's the trigger that causes the cascade of the alliances. But it's not the real cause. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. People are assassinated all the time. It doesn't trigger world wars. This is going to be a global conflagration. This is going to be an epic war on a grand scale, an industrial super scale. There must have been something else driving it. And the something else was this. The British realized they couldn't keep doing the arms race with the Germans. Something had to give. Germany had made a calculation. They thought they were strong enough they might be able to take the British and the French and the Russians. But right as the whole thing is starting to break apart, the German Kaiser goes, I think we just made a mistake. He starts putting feelers out to see if he can get the British and the French to back down. And the British go, no, we're doing this. And the reason is because the British need to sink the German Navy. They've got to get it off the table because having to supersize their Navy is wrecking their economy. They know that they can't sustain this, so they need to do World War I to get that Navy out of there. In other words, yeah, it was kind of a random event that triggered it, but the reality was that the British were gunning for this war. They wanted this war. They were happy that it happened finally, because now they had the opportunity to put down the German Navy. For Germany, their thinking was if they could defeat the British Empire or the French Empire or the Russian Empire or all three, which would be better, they could become the global superpower to replace the British Empire. And then instead of it being the British exploiting Egypt and India and Canada, it might be the Germans doing it. So in other words, what's at stake is there's the evil British Empire and the evil French Empire and the evil Russian Empire and the evil Austro-Hungarian Empire, and then the upstart wannabe evil German Empire, because they have evil goals too. In other words, everybody's the bad guy in World War I. That's the fun thing about World War I. There's really no villain. There's just villains. There's just no good guy. Whereas World War II, right, it gets, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Allies were also evil. It's just the Germans are so much more evil, the Japanese are so much more evil that it becomes like, wow, you actually almost look like good guys now. It's weird. It's weird. How could there have been somebody nastier than you? Anyway, so the Germans don't convince the British to back down and the French to back down. So